When the fight begins, the referee in charge will be Dave Selyuset, and this fight is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds for the Fierce Fighting Championship Amateur Bantamweight title. Now, everybody, I've been in athletics long enough to know that those bleachers can make a lot of noise. These plastic tables can make a lot of noise. So everybody up in the bleachers, down on the floor, sitting cage side, make some noise! Yeah. Introducing the first fighter to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, he holds an undefeated amateur record of 5 wins and 0 losses. And he weighed in at 134 pounds. He's fighting out of Koa Kingdom. Fierce fans, make some noise and welcome to the cage, the reigning, defending Fierce Fighting Championship Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Edgar Sorto.
As accomplished as you can get on the amateur scene, enter Edgar Sorto, the Fierce Challenger Series Bantamweight champion, took home Fierce Gold just 5 months ago in an unimaginable comeback victory over David Kim. Tonight, he defends his belt for the very first time against another formidable opponent in Noah De La Calzada. And Jason, this is going to be a fantastic matchup, and he's going to be defending his belt here tonight. The pressure's got to be on. It's the exact same gym. It's the exact same spot where he was just 5 months ago in a very tough matchup.
Very tough matchup we saw him in 5 months ago, and one thing we know about Edgar Sorto is he will not quit. He was clearly down in that fight, and he ended up pulling off a rear naked choke, if I'm not mistaken, to win the belt against David Kim. Let's see what he brings to the table tonight.
Second fight this year. The last time he has been this active was 2017. It's also his second fight at bantamweight. He was formerly a flyweight where he went 4-0 in his 4 fights, and he has some of the most he has maybe the most impressive amateur resume that I have seen. He's beaten the likes of Robbie Minor. He's beaten David Kim, Warren Weingartner, who just fought for the professional belt a couple of weeks ago. He's one of the most impressive amateur resumes out there. He's never gone to a decision. 3 submissions, 2 rear naked chokes, 1 disqualification win, as well as a TKO. Edgar can do it everywhere, and he has shown that over his 7-year amateur career.
Edgar really puts in the work. You know, that's what it takes to be a champion that he is. It doesn't you don't just land there. You know, you got to work for it.
Yeah.
All right, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He holds an amateur record. Here we go. He has an amateur record of 5 wins and 2 losses, and he weighed in at 133.5 pounds. Fighting out of Extreme Couture MMA, Andrada Muay Thai, and Signature Real Estate Group. Fierce fans, make some noise, and welcome to the cage, Noah, the Realtor De La Calzada.
3 wins in his 2022 campaign so far, and looking to top off number 4 with a belt. He is Noah De La Calzada. The Extreme Couture Bantamweight has been all over the country, running through competition from Montana to Arizona, and just 56 days ago, getting his hand raised here in Utah, just 3 hours south of us in St. George, Utah. Destiny, you have fought in Montana, Florida, Nevada, Utah, Idaho. What are the benefits of fighting all over rather than just staying in one particular place?
I mean, you get to see different parts of, in this aspect of the states, which is very cool. And you get to see the different competition that come out of these places, because I'll tell you right now, somebody from the East Coast is going to bring a different kind of grit than somebody from Montana, but it's still hard game, and it's just cool to kind of see what people from those areas are bringing. And like I said, you're doing it all on somebody else's dime. You know, you're putting in this hard work to chase your dream and travel and see other things and places. It's awesome.
2 of his last 3 wins have been by second-round submission. And when we talked to David Kim, he said Noah is an unbelievable grappler. I know you've had some rounds with him. What is he like on the ground?
Relentless. relentless and calm. Very, very calm as a cucumber. Cool as cucumber. He's strong. He's gritty. He's got some of the best ground game that I've ever had a chance to work with. I'm excited to see how it is, but I think it's going to be even more so when he goes to the pros because he gets to work a little bit more, do a little more things that he's not allowed to do in the amateurs.
Work those elbows in a little bit, yeah.
And in his corner, actually, tonight, a fascinating story here. Noah, back in October of 2021, his last loss was to David Kim, who just fought Edgar Sorto 5 months ago, a former opponent of both. David Kim is now in the corner of Noah De La Calzada as he makes the walk here tonight for the first time for Fierce Fighting Championship. There he is. Enter Noah De La Calzada. Yesterday at weigh-ins, Noah is the nicest guy in the entire world. He was hugging him. He was saying, like, hey, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you too, Noah. Thank you so much for being here.
When him and David fought, the two of the nicest guys, they're both smiling at the weigh-ins. And he's still smiling. Look at Noah. He's just happy to be in there. I love it.
He's one of the happiest, nicest guys I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, honestly. Both of them.
They both are. They both really are.
Are awesome people to know. I've known Edgar since the beginning of my career. We trained out of the garage together before, They're both – this is a really awesome matchup.
Noah's fourth fight this year. This is the most active he's been since he began fighting in 2019. He began his career with a 2-fight win streak. Then he lost 2 in a row and has now been on this 3-fight win streak. This 2022 campaign concludes here tonight for the Fierce Fighting Championship Amateur Bantamweight belt. Noah De La Calzada versus Edgar Sorto to close out our night here at Mountain View High School. Nice teep to the body there by Sorto. And a trip by Noah leads him to his back.
Somewhere that he's comfortable, though.
Very comfortable. Again, 2 of his last 3 wins by submission is Noah De La Calzada on his back right now. Sorto looking to pick some shots here. And Edgar has probably done his homework considering he's not following Noah to the ground.
Yeah, definitely not in any hurry to go down there with Noah.
Noah's smiling.
Noah, a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. David Kim told us there's no way he is, that he's significantly better than purple belt level.
Completely agree.
Some beautiful kicks shown by both fighters so far. Edgar Sorto really investing in those calf kicks and those thigh kicks early on here in round number 1.
I like that they're being patient. We've got 5 rounds here, so let's just find our range, find the timing. Looking like pros.
Looking like the pros.
5 3-minute rounds between these 2 bantamweights, 2 of the best that the West Coast has to offer. Noah coming in from Extreme Couture out in Vegas, Edgar from here at Koa Kingdom. Beautiful shot landed, but the guard is there for Edgar Sorto.
Oh,
a cracking shot to the ribs is Edgar Sorto, utilizing those kicks early here in round number 1.
They practice that big Muay Thai at a Koa Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
It's really shown tonight.
It is showing tonight. You can see his footwork.
Yes.
He's switching stances.
Edgar switch stance. Ooh, big overhand.
A little bit of a feeling out process still here in round number 1. Both fighters very calm. Again, like you said, Destiny, still 4 rounds to go after this one. Both fighters being very patient here early on.
Yeah, I love to see that. Like I said, you cannot take the word amateur lightly, especially with these men out here. They've been in the game a long time. And although I don't think, like I said, I don't think they'll go pro after this, they could.
Very
Definitely
well.
could.
12 fights over 7 years between the 2 of these fighters. Calzada making his debut back in 2019. Sorto back in 2015.
I feel like we can breathe a little bit at this fight. We've been so high-paced the whole night. This is a little more technical fight, and we're seeing in this main event a little higher level.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that the other fights weren't high level. They were just higher paced.
Mm-hmm. Want to get in and get out.
Yeah.
Much more patient here are the 2 headlining our event here at Mountain View High School.
Noah doesn't want to sit. He's like, I'm good.
Keeping the blood flowing.
David's like, go sit down, dude. Sit down.
And so let me ask you a little bit about this, Destiny. What are you seeing between the two fighters so far? I know we haven't seen a whole lot of kicks being thrown, but what are you seeing in terms of what they're thinking?
I'm seeing a lot of patience, and I'm seeing that they're both looking. They're trying to see what's landing, what the other person is throwing, how the other's moving. You know, Noah went to the ground where he's comfortable, and I think that Edgar played it smart, not going down there with him or getting too excited the fact that he went to the ground.
It goes to show also that maybe if Noah is able to, landing a takedown would be good because he knows Edgar's most likely not going to follow him down to the ground. Where is Noah's bread and butter?
Exactly. I totally agree.
I'd hate to be a judge in that first round.
It was a very tough one to call.
Great filling out process.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you've got to wonder what Noah was hearing from David Kim. He knows these two fighters better than anyone else in this building here tonight, and he is in the corner of Noah de la Calzada. Nice teep to the body there is Sorto.
I'm so impressed with the patience that they're taking and picking their shots.
Another cracking shot to the rib is Edgar Sorto there.
Edgar keeps switching his stances.
Yeah, he switches, and he switches back really quick. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's trying to throw Noah off or what.
He's thrown from each stance as well, so that shows well-rounded.
Yeah, very well-rounded.
Noah, a couple of 1-2s there.
Noah is a very tricky southpaw, I know from experience.
I think this is the fight we expected to get in the main event title fight.
Technical, tactical. No stone unturned between these two so far.
High level.
Very, very high level. And we got a bruise on the rib of Calzada off of those impressive kicks that Edgar Sorto's been throwing so far.
There's Noah.
Calzada in on the double leg. Sorto searching for the reversal, unable to get it. Sorto goes down. Calzada now working to get back up and pass the guard.
This is where Noah is very dangerous. I'm excited to see how Edgar does here.
Sorto in a little bit of a butterfly guard, but actually Noah might actually have wrapped up the legs there, so I don't know how much it is a butterfly guard. I apologize on that.
I've been there with him. It is not fun.
It's not fun.
A little bit of Dagestani wrestling there. Islam Makhachev
We've had
winning
days
the
where
belt
we
tonight.
drilled that 5 minutes after 5 minutes.
We saw Edgar in his title fight against David in some pretty bad positions on the ground, and he was able to fight out of every one of them. So Edgar, no slouch on the ground.
Absolutely not. Coming out of Anthony Lobato's jiu-jitsu, it's very high level.
If Sorto were to submit Noah, it would be his first submission since 2017 over Noah Schultz.
Oh, wow. Oh, how funny, Noah.
Yeah. Noah doing a great job here, continuing to apply pressure. Edgar trying to stay busy on bottom, but he is a little bit handicapped as Noah continues to apply pressure on the top.
Edgar's just one of those scrappy fighters. He's never out of it, where it looks like he's in a bad position, and then he's not.
You hear the crowds cheering for Edgar Sorto, the hometown fighter.
As a fighter, Destiny, do you hear that when you're in there and engaged? Do you hear the crowd?
Those chants, I'd say, yeah. When you're hearing the name and it's loud like that, yeah. A lot of the time you don't hear, but that, I remember times when I heard those.
Still not sitting is Noah de la Calzada. He is actually bleeding a little bit from the nose there. Unsure of which exchange it was because there's been a few of them. But Noah doing a really good job getting that takedown there. And I know that was something that he's been working on a lot this camp, specifically knowing that he wanted to get Edgar down to the ground.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't see the shot either that caused him to bleed. But it was a great takedown and good pressure. He was able to stay on top.
Well, we're jumping into round number 3, and you've got to wonder what is going on through the heads of both of these fighters. I mean, it's been very close so far. Your thoughts so far on where the judges might be?
Man. It's close. It's very close, honestly. You know, it's in the stand-up especially. Maybe the takedown kind of secured that round for Noah. But Edgar also never stopped fighting.
I'm just glad I'm not a judge right now because this is a razor thin. I think it could go either way.
What was our bet? What was the over-under?
Over under 3 rounds. So we are in round number 3.
Looking good, unless we get a finish here.
Oh, Edgar coming out hot.
No, almost tripped over our official in there, actually.
Ooh, beautiful.
Big right hand landed in Edgar Sorto's attempt to attack the body with another one of those
Noah's
kicks.
very long and uses it well.
Big right hand from Edgar.
Backing up is Calzada up against the cage. Sorto now searching for the takedown. Sorto going to town. But this might be good for Noah. He loves being on the back, and he has submitted a lot of opponents from here.
Very dangerous here, guys. Beautiful takedown by Edgar, but this is dangerous.
Looks like, oh, wow, he switched to an armbar. That was slick. That was some high-level jiu-jitsu there, Blake.
A whole lot better than us, Jason.
I mean, me especially.
Edgar defending well. Oh, he gets the reversal.
It's just like we talked about.
Noah with the arm here, reaching. Edgar in a world of pain, but looks like he's able to curl it back in.
Wow. Amazing,
This
Edgar.
That will do it. We saw a tap.
Oh, my goodness.
And Noah De La Calzada is the new Fierce Fighting Championship Bantamweight champion.
Wow, a beautiful fight for both of them, and both very good friends of mine, but I am so very happy for my teammate Noah, good friend of mine. He worked very hard for this, and who knows, maybe a rematch in the pros because they both look great
they both
out
look
there.
phenomenal, and you get to go do the interview.
I do, yes, I'll be right back.
The first loss for Edgar Sorto along his 7-year career. What a performance by Noah De La Calzada, able to capture the arm. Edgar took the gamble. He went to the ground. Noah off of his back, able to submit him, and did a fantastic job getting there. And now that's 3 of his last 4 wins being submissions. That's a 4-fight winning streak for the fighter out of Extreme Couture. What a moment for Noah De La Calzada. Jason, your thoughts on the fight?
Very impressive fight, very technical fight. I think Noah got the fight where he wanted it to, and that was a great transition into that armbar. That was some high-level jiu-jitsu, which we knew we would see from Noah. Edgar, there's no quitting Edgar. We saw him, like I said earlier, we saw him in some very tough spots on the ground in his last fight. Noah was able to snatch that arm up in this one, though.
And with that, we are going to get to our final decision for the last time tonight. It is Jackson Hoops.
All right, here we go. Fierce fans, referee Dave Selyusten has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 20 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar and new amateur bantamweight champion out of the red corner, Noah, the real De La Calzada.
Noah, congratulations. Oh my goodness, how does it feel to be the champion right now?
All I know is you're trying to buy or sell real estate in the Las Vegas area, and you want a champion representing you. Here I am. Let's go. Signature Real Estate Group, the club group. Let's go.
Wow, well, congratulations. Super excited for you. You fought a worthy opponent. You came out with the belt. I know you worked hard for this. What's next? Are you thinking about going pro, or are you going to do a couple more in the amateurs?
I think I'm going to help a few of my clients buy and sell real estate, and then we'll see what happens after that.
All right, congrats, Noah.